Testing, testing, testing. Man, I wish my fucking arms weren't so tiny. What is today's topic of discussion?
Disappearance of Paul Allen.
What is today's topic of? Oh, yeah. Why training splits should always be evolving. I think it's important to talk about this because I feel like everybody's they're always overvaluing their current split that they're doing, or they're saying, you get started in the gym by doing a full body and then you move immediately to a 6-day push-pull legs, because if you're basically not doing a 6-day PPL, you're not a serious lifter and you're not making any gains. Okay, this is dumb. I personally I'm not a huge proponent of a PPL. I think for the amount of people that are doing it that don't need to be is ridiculous. But that's another thing. Programming is everything. I'm not going to be going over no, that's stupid. This is a video about programming. Now, for a true bodybuilder, the quest and the adventure of finding the perfect training split and diet and regimen and all that stuff it's always present, it's always in our minds. But I think it's important to have the mindset that it's never going to be perfect. So just get over the idea of having a perfect split, because it's not going to happen. Your training should evolve with your age and your body and your muscle groups, especially if you have a key emphasis on bodybuilding. At some point, this isn't necessarily a good beginner lifter mindset, but at some point down the line, you're going to have muscle imbalances. It's going to happen. It wasn't really something that I focused on or had in mind in the beginning, because you don't fucking need to. Okay, you'll stare at a barbell and you'll make gains when you're a beginner. But as you move forward, you'll be like, damn, I'm looking at my tiny ass arms and being like, shit, my bicep sucks. So, you evolve your split and you compensate for it. In the last 2 months or so, I think I've made the most changes within a short amount of time. And it's kind of a good and bad thing. The good thing about it is that it's given me this kind of mindset of always looking to improve your training, but also it's bad because, I don't want people to get also the mindset of, okay, switch your training up every fucking month, and right on the cusp of when your split is about to make you gains, you switch it up. I'm not saying you should do that. That's stupid too. I'm saying that there's a healthy balance somewhere. The reason I've made so much change is because my life outside of the gym has been changing a lot very rapidly. So instead of just fucking completely quitting the gym, I've just made adjustments so that I'm still able to train, but it's different because of how my life is going. For those of you who don't know, I just finished Firefighter Academy, and we did a lot of PT and training inside the academy. And so I didn't want to just completely stop going to the gym outside of school. I wanted to think, well, I can't be doing my current split and doing all this PT and shit. It's not going to work. So I need to revise it, and I need to put it in a way where I'm still doing what's important in the gym, but I'm also complementing what I'm going to be doing in school. Fuck. So I started doing a lot more cardio, doing a lot more just full body lifts rather than like an emphasis on bodybuilding, so that I could just spec into more of that firefighter toughness rather than just being aesthetic. Then once I started to finish, I was like, okay, this shit's over. Now it's time to go full bodybuilder mode again. I'm gonna be, doing fucking body part splits, fuck cardio. I'm just gonna get steezy. And then I just got word that in my orientation that I'm going to be doing in a few months for the department I got hired at, that we're gonna be doing MRFs. Now, if you don't know what a MRF is, it's some military thing, or I probably shouldn't say that. So there was a Navy lieutenant named Michael Murphy who did this kind of popular workout, and he died in Afghanistan. So it's kind of a thing that we do as like a memorial. I think we're just doing it because it kicks your ass. It's like you do a run, a 1 mile run, then you do pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, or not sit-ups, squats for a bunch of sets, and then you do another run. I've never done it before, and I know all too well from going to the academy, if you come into something unprepared, you're fucked. I'm not allowed. I have to switch again to, I'm now doing a full body 3-day, so I can, because I don't really have, I have a few months, but I want to be able to fit in enough time training to do this specific thing. It's complicated for me, but I've worked it out, I think. So I've started doing a full body, but I'm still having I'm not completely ditching all of my old splits, main goals. Like for me, my bodybuilding main goals are to put mass on my biceps and basically my abs. I'm focusing on main hypertrophy and my biceps and my abs. What I did for my previous split, I just upped volume and intensity for them. It was that simple. I just added a few sets here and there, added some exercises, started supersetting random shit with bicep curls and doing leg raises and shit like that. So I'm still kind of doing that for my full body. I'm still basically at the same volume and amount of sets per week in my biceps and my abs, so nothing's really going to change there. It's basically just a lack of everything else, but I think it'll be fine because by the time when I finish all this and I get back, maybe my lagging body parts will catch up, and I'll still be making, when I'm doing this full body, I'll still be making gains, but it's just, I guess it won't be as much of targeted muscle group gains. Anyway, I went off on a bit of a tangent there. A person that wants to spend their whole life being active and really enjoys it, and it's a huge part of my life. So it's, if you feel the same, you probably already have this mindset. The same mindset should and absolutely applies to your diet as well. I've seen on the internet some people talk about, keto diets, carnivore diets, fucking anabolic diets, which is just like you eat a bunch of processed shit that has 0 calories and like a shit ton of protein. There's all these diets out there, and people might have that mindset though, this is the perfect one. It's gonna be this every day. That's not true. Life gets in the way. Things happen, things change. You're not always gonna be able to eat the same things every week. So, don't freak out. It's okay, the shit happens. Some people will feel fine just, having 1 meal a day at the very end and it's like all meat or something, and they say that's the only way I'm able to live. Or some people have completely changed their lives by just going vegan, and that's their thing, and then somebody else tried that and it didn't work for them. So the thing about diet, it's the same as training. It's different for everyone. No one's gonna have the same thing, especially when you're beginning to find your own little niche, your own little thing, what works for you, because all the people that you watch online, you're not going to be able to relate to them. They're not going to have the same shit as you. Think of this more as an independent journey rather than just trying to copy some, roided out bodybuilder on the internet. Anyway, that was all. Hope that wasn't too long. I'm going to be coming out with more videos and all that good stuff. All right, I'll see y'all later. Yeah.